Holistic Life coming back to you with another episode. So, if y'all feeling like a little bit, everybody's been feeling a little bit fatigued, tired. That is the EMFs. My only concern would be, try to get your energy back in nature, do some grounding, take your take your shoes off so you can ground the sole of your feet to the soil. You know what I mean? Take a cold shower, something where you can kind of break through that density, right? That monotonous density. So let's clear our space. Father God, Jehovah here, we got Yahusha in the building, we got Mother Mary, we got angels, we got all the entities of the light that support us. And entities of the dark as well too. They support us too. Shit. Just it's just a different game, different ball game. So shuffle three times. Hmm. Some of y'all is justice that you have this commitment because that's what you're here for. A lot of y'all had a lot of disappointments in the past, maybe a lot of rejection. The ones that you were drawn to, they weren't drawn to you. The ones that were drawn to you, you weren't drawn to them. People just doing work. The devil was using these connections to bring spiritual warfare with Seven of Cups strength card. So in a certain sense, like you were prepared to ask God if you had to be alone in this situation. Except God is telling you no, that's not separation addiction. This is about learning how to balance one's emotions, handle your own emotions. Stabbed in the back with separation. Somebody is hurt because you detached. This was somebody who thought that you was going to be there forever to put up with their shit. And a lot of y'all just feeling like you've been focused on your own journey. You so comfortable on it that you at this point you understand if you need to be alone, it is what it is. Magic. You trust that things don't make no fuck sense. Universe wants you to rest, balance yourself, balance your nervous system, balance your chakras. This is isolation. So y'all been doing what you're supposed to be doing, which is good. Even though maybe some of y'all like, I'm done being in isolation. I'm ready to break free. But God is like, this is very important. Stability, equilibrium, and renewal came out. So, you're going through a death rebirth process. A lot of y'all had to do a lot of purge and cleansing, and this is recalibration, changing one's perception as well. This is hope. You have hope for the future. That's all that matters. You don't give a fuck what it looks like or what it's going to be. Healing, purity, that's what you've been focusing on. Healing yourself, purifying yourself, using discernment. This is awakening. Being able to see things for how they really are. These are people, though, that don't see. You around a lot of that. You around a lot of unawakened people. You know what I'm saying? You is the light. You is love. So there's no ever reason why you should be looking for that because you are that. Does that make sense? Okay. So, Emperor. We have somebody who's hopeful. This could be, yeah. I'm working with you. Three of Pentacles. This could also be a contract. have children, Hierophant, marriage, commitment. This is also dealing with a piece of land or property or I don't know, something that's connected to this Ace of Cups. This is God, so you can only be with an Emperor type. I don't see you lowering your standards. You know what I'm saying? So this person maybe was dumb in the past with the communication. Their communication was lousy. Page of Cups, Five of Cups, Page of Cups. This is somebody who stalked, walked away from you, but then they watch you. They want to see what you do, how you move. If obviously you wasn't aware that they are obviously surveillancing you. This is like this person knows you need time to heal. So that's what they again trying to figure out when to come in or how to handle shit. Take a risk. It's being strategic, not showing their hands. This is somebody who has decided to marry you. Meaning, and marry me. Whatever. You're just, I don't know what to say. Dragon, you're dragon flying reverse. This could be something you already know. If a twin is still with this person, making it seem like they was gonna separate from this partner, they still married, they're codependent on the situation. It's based on finances. You really don't care. You moved on with this other emperor, and they're kind of giving you, I don't know. You're not taking this light. You're not taking, I don't know. It says to be hopeful. Somebody's gonna cut their options for you and the deception, the deceptive ass communication, because you're not playing games with this. Is like little boy energy, and you're in the emperor body, dog. Like, come on, dog. You're a grown ass man. These are motherfuckers that should know what they want by now. You shouldn't be having to tell them what the fuck they want. You shouldn't be sitting here begging somebody to see the light. A lot of y'all just don't want to even wait on nobody, dog. You're just kind of fed up with the whole situation. And this, like, in a certain sense, when you see the universe telling you to be hopeful after everything you already been through, you some of y'all just tired with the whole situation. You don't even care. By the time you get something, you're just like, no offense, God, but I'm worn out with the anticipation of wanting my heart desires. People playing games and shit. And that's what I'm saying. That's that Page of Cups coming out a lot, because it's not somebody who's fruitful in what they're asking or in what they're giving. These are individuals who are one breadcrumbing you and trying to test you, and you're really sick of being tested like you're some fuck experiment. Like, how is she gonna react to this, and how is she gonna take this, and is she somebody who's down that's gonna, like, yo, bitch, why don't you just fucking ask me? Everything, what pisses me off about the situation is because it was done incognito. Motherfuckers is doing shit thinking you're not supposed to be aware that they sit here just, I don't know, trying to fuck with your intelligence. A lot of y'all just like, you weren't even playing. You weren't looking to play with nothing. You weren't looking for, you looking in a certain sense for something that is achievable, that is common interest, that works for both of us. Yeah. So somebody's in heavy regrets with this Nine of Swords. They're depressed. They're anxious. They can't sleep at night. You might be feeling their energy. This is like the ghost. They can see your face or some shit. Look at the devil. The devil's haunting this motherfucker in the nighttime. Knight of Cups, because they giving you the sorry ass offer, and this is somebody who is stalking you, but it's somebody who's also shopping around. They know you're the one. This could be somebody who's also locked up already. They know you're the one. They play games. You don't like that shit, so you removed it. In a certain sense, you or them has this, not saying grudge, but it's almost like, why'd you even waste my time? You're making me try to believe like something was real. So sick of this shit, dog. Because a bitch just knows what it is she came here for. Like, yeah. So this person had options, the world card. You ended it for that reason. You know they were just watching you and not taking no action and just being obsessed with your energy. You decided to just cut this person off. Look at heavy stalking. Heavy stalking. This could have been like sending you other ops to stalk you. This is having you though in hangman while they're out here playing with the next bitch. Three of Swords, full card. I don't like this energy. Page of Swords. That's why he's get the fuck out of Eight of Cups. You go do that shit somewhere else, bitch. You see what I'm saying? You go bring this fuck confusion. Somebody who likes to play this shit. This person got you in your head. Hangman. Part of you is like, okay, I'm hopeful for the connection because you feel the connection. But you don't even fucking want it with World Card. You're like, I'm done with it. Eight of Cups, this person walked away or you walked away emotionally from people, places, and things that just you feeling ain't bringing none to the table. Page of fuck Swords with full card, Three of Swords. This is the type of new beginning you're getting. A fuck disappointment. No, you're looking for a Wheel of Fortune with the Six of fucking Wands. You want a guarantee. You want a guarantee, motherfucker. You know your worth. You know what you bringing to the table. You know what you're offering. You know what you're about. Shit don't change, motherfucker. It's the same shit. You just want to know if the shit is real or not. Or is it a pretend, motherfucker? Pretend. The justice. Is it justice for you to have to reject this connection? Or this is justice because of rejection and being left out in the cold in most of your relationships? Some of y'all are just going after your money. Queen of Pentacles with Star card. You're just like focused on working. You know what I'm saying? This is where motherfuckers saw potential in you and wanted to work with you, but they didn't really invest. You know, they weren't 1,000% serious, or they would have got the results that they was looking for. These are people that try to bring endings for you and only brought endings for themselves. What goes around, come around with this Five of Wands energy. This could have been competition in the workplace. Motherfuckers is all trying to be you, take your ideas and all that shit. That's why I say, you see it for what it is. And in a certain sense, you are the visionary. You are the co-creator, dog. And this is why, as a director, you realize, like, I don't give a fuck if I'm not the actor or the protagonist, bitch. I wrote the story, ho. Like, you know, it's a different spectrum, dog. It's not, you don't have expectation to get accreditation for what it is you're doing, because there's an inner satisfaction to understand that it's getting fucking done anyway. The shit's gonna get done regardless, bitch. If he does it, she do it, whatever. It doesn't matter who fucking does it, dog. As long as the vision is getting done here, the fucking plan is getting done, and that's what's dumb, that people have this power struggle, that they want to feel important, that they want to feel like I did everything. This is also motherfuckers using the justice system. You're gonna be happy with a certain outcome. You got 9 of Cups with happiness. You're gonna be happy about an outcome, and with that 6 of Wands, claim your victory because your victory is here. You know what I mean? Jelly bean. So let's see how we going. Let's just end it because it's telling me you just need to enjoy the show. Really, stop trying to be all up in the Kool-Aid. And you feel like this person all up in the Kool-Aid, dog. Don't even know the flavor. Straight up. This is like injustice that they cause. These fake ass new beginnings. Sitting here, going, with multiple parties, playing games, then sitting here trying to bring insecurity in your life. You just, come on. You're not a child. It seems to me a lot of them are operating out of childlike. And we're not talking about innocence or purity. We talking about childlike as in immaturity and not taking responsibility for one's action. This is someone who did magic on you and you know it. And this person will have to pay for what they did. Because you don't just do shit. Some of y'all, like, you took accountability if you ever retributed people's energy, especially if God, with Mirror, God didn't want you to do that, but you went ahead and was like vengeful and you took matters in your own hands. With Grim Reaper, God gonna shut shit down instantly if it ain't meant to be, dog. So if it ain't your job to retribute something, it's gonna be deadened. You see what I'm saying? It's not your problem or prerogative. You always have to leave that retribution towards with God. A lot of y'all feel like something is over. This person helps you to go within with Mirror. So it's crazy because you got Grim Reaper and then you got right under the Hope card. You're in two minds and you're contradictory. This is like you need to surrender to God and give something to God. If it's meant to be, it will be. Whether you like it or not. Yeah, addiction in reverse. So somebody's gonna be coming out lightning. The truth is coming out about somebody having an addiction. And maybe you mirrored something. You mirrored this person's shadow. They were able to transform themselves, maybe put an ending to something. This person was able to work on themselves because of you. Yeah, and they want to talk to you. That's what they want you to do. They want you to just hang out, have friends, passion, get your life back in order, when it comes to just unconditional love, knowing that people do give a shit about you and that you have people that look forward to being around you, and some of y'all just don't believe that shit. Some of y'all got options. You just, for some reason, I feel like you feel depleted. You're not excited. This ain't sparking you up to a point where you're like, oh gee, I'm so. You're just kind of fed up. Some of y'all just want a vacation. You want to be able to just be alone and contemplate and rest and be at ease. And it's just been a while. You don't give a fuck about what this person says or thinks. You're just disappointed in people right now, and you're tired. So you've been isolating, probably, and like I said, just worrying about your future and your work. And that's it. Just handling business, and that's attractive. You stay in your motherfucking lane. You mind your business. You stay out of people's fucking bullshit business. You try not to be inclusive in people's drama. You know what I mean? And that kind of gives you a heads up, a leeway, because you're not focused in drama. And that's a good thing. You have a lot of people that are bored, and that's what they do. They love to start shit. Idle time is the devil time. And that's why a lot of y'all, you just stay away from people who don't mean you well, who you see these tendencies with. You're learning like discernment when it comes down to being around certain people that just don't have your best interest, and you can tell. So some of y'all like learning how to identify what is healthy, what is good. Maybe you didn't know what it was. Maybe you didn't know it was healthy, you know? And that's the point of the narcissist. It's like they teach you self-love. If you have weak boundaries, they teach you that you have weak boundaries. They teach you that you have low self-esteem about yourself. Because they go after people who emit those kind of weaknesses. And that's why I said if you lack confidence, whatever, narcissists can smell these things. If you're a people pleaser, codependent, empath, they can smell these things. They go after these vulnerabilities. And this is why it's the empath job to build confidence, to build their own inner stability, to trust their intuition, to, learn boundaries, when to give, when not to give, heal these wounds. And a lot of this is all connected to your generational karma, or in this case, curse. So you have to look at the patterns in your family of how they dealt with their own relationships. How does that mirror you? And if some of y'all didn't have that, baby close knit or whatever. Because this is like changing the way we approach things, of how we do things. You know? But not so much going with the times. More like being valid.